God says, someone younger than you is about to move away, and heaven is urging you to stop scrolling because this is not a small thing. This is an urgent divine signal that can shift your entire season in ways you did not expect. Before you even understand it fully, the shift has already started, and the ripple effect is reaching places that will touch you, test you, and transform you. This is not the time to delay. Every second matters, because when God starts moving things, it doesn't always come with a warning bell, but it always comes with a reason. Stay until the very last word, and don't allow distractions to pull you away from something this serious and prophetic. To affirm that you're staying in alignment with heaven's timing, comment Amen right now. This is not random. This is not coincidence. This is carefully timed and divinely planned. God says someone younger than you is relocating, and this is more than just about a change in address. This movement is going to reveal the hidden purposes I have for you, the quiet blessings you forgot were promised to you, and the protection I placed around your life long before you even prayed for it. I have seen the weight you've been carrying in silence, and I am stepping in through this unexpected shift to remind you that your life is not left to chance. Every detail is covered under my hand. If you can feel something pulling at your spirit right now, it's because you are not just watching this, you are being spoken to by me. I have chosen this exact moment to open your eyes to a pattern you didn't realize was forming. The person moving is just the beginning. I am opening the door behind their movement to bring something into your life that's been delayed by spiritual warfare. This time, no demon can stop it. If your spirit agrees with this, like this video now, so heaven sees your agreement with my divine timeline. You've been asking for a sign, and this is it. You may not have known what was happening, but I saw it before you even noticed. I watched how your atmosphere started shifting. I watched how your mood started changing without explanation. I watched how the people around you started acting differently, and you thought maybe it was just stress or overthinking. But I am telling you clearly, it is not. It is spiritual movement. It is divine positioning. I am preparing to release a breakthrough, and this relocation is part of your confirmation. The one who is moving may not even know how much their departure is unlocking for you. This is how I work. Sometimes I use the quiet changes around you to launch a loud miracle within you. The moment they step into their new place, the moment they arrive in a different land, a new spiritual gate is going to open over your life. You will feel it in your sleep. You will feel it in your thoughts. You will feel it in your peace returning. Comment 1111 if you believe this shift is not random but wholly and aligned with God's hand. I have never abandoned you. Even when it felt like I was silent, I was moving pieces behind the curtain that your human eyes couldn't see. This moment is part of that move. The reason I didn't let you hear the full explanation until now is because I needed you to walk by faith and not by sight. But now, I am opening your ears. I am revealing that this shift you're witnessing is not a loss, it's a release. It's not someone leaving, it's something entering. Their going makes room for your arrival into something new. Your heart may wrestle with this change. You may wonder why you feel so much about someone else's relocation. It's because your spirit knows what your mind doesn't. This is spiritual. And every spiritual shift has consequences in the natural realm. Pay attention now. Don't disconnect. The same way my people missed the time of their visitation because they were distracted by their feelings, don't let emotion blind you from revelation. You have prayed for clarity. You have cried for peace. You have whispered late at night, asking me if I've forgotten you. I have not. I have stored every tear, and I am releasing answers wrapped in this change. You're not being ignored, you're being positioned. Every time you felt abandoned, it was me removing people who couldn't walk into the next season with you. This time, I'm removing someone not to break your heart but to make space for your calling. Comment 222 if you trust that this removal is actually divine rescue. I am sending peace to your house. I am filling your spirit with fresh oil. The storms you've battled have not been for nothing. The late-night anxiety, the questions, the waiting, it has all been preparation. This person's move is not the end of a chapter, it is the tearing open of a page that holds a surprise you never thought would come back. There is something returning to you. It may not look the same, but it's going to feel like home to your heart. That's how you'll know I sent it. I am stretching your faith so I can expand your blessing. Stop expecting me to work in predictable ways. I am not bound to logic. I am not limited by your understanding. My plans are higher, my vision is eternal, and my timing is perfect. Even when you feel like you're late or stuck, I am right on time. And now, I am doing something you didn't ask for, but you desperately need. This shift is protection. You may not see it yet, but I am removing someone younger because it breaks a spiritual cycle that was going to touch your peace, your finances, your purpose. You are being shielded. I am drawing a line in the spirit and declaring, "This one is mine, no harm shall pass." You are not invisible to heaven. You are not forgotten. You are in the center of my plan, and this shift proves that. Do not fear their departure. Do not mourn what is leaving. Rejoice for what I am bringing. Even now, angels are being dispatched to make crooked paths straight, to turn weeping into joy, to make rivers flow in your dry places. What once felt like confusion will become your confirmation. What felt like absence will become overflow. Can saying just 9 simple words really change your financial situation? According to top neuroscientists, and even an accidental confirmation from the FBI, it absolutely can. This short daily prayer is helping people erase debt, attract wealth, and live free from financial stress. It only takes a few seconds to say, but the results are lasting. Don't wait. Click the link in the description and comments before this secret is deleted forever. God says, "This shift is not happening to confuse you but to complete something I started in your life long ago. I have watched over the promises I made concerning you. I have preserved them even when you almost gave up. I have allowed certain people to enter and exit because I knew the exact moment when your atmosphere needed to change. And now, the one who is about to relocate is unknowingly stepping into a divine exchange. As they leave, I am bringing restoration. As they depart, I am opening what has been locked for years. If your heart is sensing the weight of these words, comment 333 to declare your faith is alive. You've waited through silence. You've battled disappointment. You've held on even when the wind of life tried to break your grip. I saw that. And now I am honoring your endurance. This relocation is not a threat, it's a signpost. It's marking a new route in your spiritual journey. It's showing you that nothing stays still forever. You have been praying for me to move, and this is me moving, but not always in the way you expected. Sometimes I send the answers through what looks like goodbye. But you will see that it's actually a beginning. I am orchestrating a change so profound that you will look back and realize why I didn't let you settle. I didn't let you give up. I didn't let you stay bitter. Because what is about to be birthed from this movement is going to carry your name on it. And nothing will block it this time. When I shift things, I don't do it halfway. I don't bring you to the edge of a breakthrough to tease you. I bring you to the edge because the leap you're about to take is protected by my promise. You're not jumping into the unknown. You're stepping into fulfillment. This is your release from delay. This is your deliverance from confusion. And it's all being triggered by a relocation that doesn't even seem connected to you, but it is. Comment 555 if you're ready for the chain reaction that heaven is about to start in your life. My child, there are prayers you forgot you prayed, but I never forgot. There are things you let go of because you thought they were no longer meant for you. But I held on to them. I preserved them until you were strong enough to receive them. And this movement that's happening now is the sign that the time has come. I am bringing back what you thought was lost. I am restoring the years the enemy tried to steal. I am reviving your hope and renewing your strength. The pain you carried was real, but so is the promise. The nights you cried weren't wasted, they watered the ground for this new season. And now, the soil is ready. The harvest is near. I am shifting the landscape of your life. And as one person exits, I am sending alignment. I am sending clarity. I am sending covenant. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to beg anyone to stay. Let them go with grace. I am behind this. My hand is on this transition. You may not understand it yet, but you will. You'll see that every detail had purpose. That even the timing, the way it happened, the way it felt sudden, it was all me. I didn't allow it to happen to hurt you. I allowed it because I am rearranging your future. You are being preserved. You are being promoted. The elevation has begun in the unseen realm, and it will soon be undeniable. Even your enemies will have to admit that something supernatural is covering you. They may have tried to block you, delay you, distract you, but I am removing every obstacle that dared to stand in your way. Because when I open a door, no one can close it. And when I close a door, no one can reopen it without my permission. Comment 12:12 if you believe that what's leaving your life is actually clearing the way for divine protection. I know the thoughts you've had lately. I know the heaviness that sat on your chest when no one was watching. You've been tired in your soul, not just your body. You've questioned why things had to unfold like this. But I need you to know, you are not alone. I am right here. I've been with you in every silent battle. And now I'm moving visibly, so that even you can't deny that I heard you. Watch closely in the days ahead. Watch how things start to line up without your effort. That's me. Watch how closed doors start opening without knocking. That's me. Watch how conversations happen that lead to answers. That's me. This movement, this shift, this relocation, it is all connected. You don't need to chase anything. What is yours is coming. And it won't miss you this time. The person moving may not be aware of how heaven is using them. But I want you to be aware. I want you to stay alert. Because what happens next is not small. It's not random. It's restoration. It's redemption. It's release. And it's only the beginning. The FBI tried to keep this hidden, but now it's out. A 9-word sentence has been discovered that instantly activates a part of your brain linked to effortless wealth. Thousands of people are using it once a day and watching financial blessings pour in. They're calling it a miracle, and for many, it truly is. But this secret might be taken down again without warning. Click the link in the description and comments now before it's gone. God says, you are standing in the middle of a divine setup that I carefully arranged while you were trying to understand why certain people were becoming distant, why things felt uncertain, and why it felt like something invisible was being pulled away from your atmosphere. What you're feeling is not confusion, it is the weight of a holy shift. Someone younger than you is about to relocate, and this isn't just a natural decision, it's a heavenly intervention meant to reroute your life into greater purpose and divine preservation. Comment 777 if you feel something sacred stirring in your heart right now. My child, I know how deeply you care. I know your heart is kind, and I know how loyal you've been even to people who didn't understand your value. But in this season, I am making decisions for you that your heart couldn't. I am moving someone out of your daily life not to harm you, but to heal you. I am cutting ties that drain you so I can connect you with what will elevate you. You may not see it today, but very soon, you'll thank me for every removal that made room for my miracles. This relocation is not an end, it is a divine unlocking. You are stepping into a window of time where my presence will not just comfort you, but it will catapult you into blessings you thought were too far gone. I am not finished with your story. I am not delaying your promise. I am aligning it with exact precision. The person's departure is proof that something major is about to unfold, and your name is written on it in the Spirit. You've had seasons where everything felt slow, stuck, or silent. You watched others grow while you remained in the same place, wondering when your time would come. But I am not late. I was preparing the foundation. I was making sure that when your door opens, it doesn't close again. And now that the environment is shifting, the person who is leaving is making room for the arrival of everything that heaven had stored for you. It's been waiting on this exact moment. Comment 999 if you are ready for the divine release that's tied to this movement. Don't let your emotions misinterpret my plan. Sometimes, I have to let what you thought was permanent walk away, so what is eternal can finally come in. You are not being abandoned. You are being promoted. You are not losing something. Heaven is exchanging what's been limiting you for something far greater than you imagined. Your prayers, your sacrifices, your obedience, none of it has been ignored. I have kept a record, and I am rewarding you. I've seen how long you've endured in silence. I've seen how often you've encouraged others while you were battling your own storms. I've seen the way you held your faith together with trembling hands. And now, I'm stepping in. Not with a whisper, but with a move so undeniable that even your past cannot deny my hand on your life. This relocation is the start of the shift. But what comes after will be the flood of blessing I promised. You are about to experience restoration in every form. Your peace is being restored. Your health is being restored. Your confidence is being restored. What was broken is being mended. What was buried is being revived. You won't have to chase it. I will bring it straight to you. This is your inheritance, and nothing can stop it. The move of the one younger than you is a trigger. A divine signal that your appointed time is not coming, it is here. Comment 1010 if you believe your appointed time has already arrived and is unfolding now. Don't resist what I'm doing. Don't mourn what I'm removing. Don't hold on to what I'm asking you to release. Let them go, and trust me. Because after they leave, I'm going to fill the space with something holy. My spirit will cover the gap. My promise will take root in the soil they walked out of. You're not left behind. You're being brought forward. And I am the one doing it. I am sending confirmation in the smallest ways. You'll start seeing repeated numbers, signs and songs, verses that echo exactly what you're feeling. That's me speaking to you. That's me assuring you that you're not missing anything. You are in the center of my will. You are walking through doors I opened, not doors you forced. And that's why this season will be different. It will not end in disappointment. It will end in testimony. You've held your head high even when your heart was breaking. You've stayed faithful even when you had no strength. Now I'm releasing strength to your bones. I'm releasing fire to your soul. I'm recharging your dreams. No more stagnation. No more delay. The person who is moving is carrying away the residue of an old season. Once they go, you will feel lighter. And the reason is simple: what they carry was not yours to hold anymore. This is how I free you. This is how I protect you. And even when you can't understand all the details, trust that I have never made a mistake with your life. Every person, every detour, every delay had meaning. And now, I'm bringing it all together in perfect harmony. Researchers recently uncovered something unusual in a classified neuroscience file, a 9-word sentence that appears to rewire how your brain responds to wealth. People who repeat it daily are seeing real-world results: reduced anxiety, boosted income, and unexpected financial gifts. It's simple, silent, and requires no action, just the words. But this discovery is being watched closely, and it might not stay online for long. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. God says, "You were never meant to carry the weight of everyone else's choices, but because your heart is pure and your spirit is tender, you've often taken responsibility for things that were never yours to fix. I saw how you tried to hold everything together, even when it was falling apart in silence. I saw how you tried to keep relationships steady while your own soul was shaking. But now, I am stepping in, not just to relieve the pressure, but to completely shift the season. The person younger than you who is relocating is not just leaving, they are carrying away a burden that was never meant to rest on your shoulders." Comment 1515 if you believe God is lifting something off your life that's been there too long. This isn't just a relocation. It's a divine removal. What they carried in their spirit, what they brought into your atmosphere, what they unknowingly caused around your peace, all of it is leaving with them. And though your mind may not see it clearly right now, your spirit will feel the release. You'll sleep differently. You'll breathe deeper. You'll walk lighter. And in that quiet stillness, you will know that it was me. I allowed them to go so I could bring you back to yourself. For too long, you've adjusted to survive. You've made room for pain just to keep others comfortable. But no more. I am not asking you to adapt to dysfunction. I am calling you to rise into destiny. You are not required to shrink so others can shine. You are not required to bend so others don't break. I have not created you to be a crutch for those who drain you. I created you to carry my glory, and that weight is too holy to be buried under emotional confusion. This relocation is the start of that release. You may think this is about them, but truly, it's about you. You're the one I'm lifting. You're the one I'm preparing. You're the one I've chosen. And now, the atmosphere will reflect that. What was once heavy will begin to shift. Where there was tension, there will be peace. Where there was confusion, there will be clarity. Where you felt unseen, you will now be deeply covered by my presence. Comment 1717 if you know God's presence is filling every empty place left behind. My child, you've walked through years where the ground beneath you felt unstable. You tried to move forward, but it felt like walking in sand. But I tell you today, the ground is changing. I have made it solid under your feet again. The season of uncertainty is closing, and I'm establishing you on firm spiritual foundation. The shift caused by this person's move is the final crack that breaks the old structure, and when it falls, something new will rise from the ashes. This is not punishment. This is not rejection. This is refinement. You are being made ready. Everything you went through was training. Every delay was development. Every heartbreak was holy preparation. And now, I am about to place in your hands something that once lived only in your prayers. The way is being cleared. The timing is aligning. You don't need to search anymore. You only need to stay sensitive to my spirit. I am rerouting people. I am reassigning positions. I am even moving people to different cities and countries, because your purpose is too important to be surrounded by confusion. Your anointing is too precious to be entangled in chaos. So I'm not just relocating them, I'm realigning you. And as they go, you will finally see what has been standing in your way. It was never your fault. But now that it's being removed, you'll finally feel like yourself again. This shift may look quiet on the surface, but in the spirit realm, it is thunder. It is fire. It is cleansing. It is a move that breaks years of residue off your spirit. And you will feel the difference. You won't have to fake your joy anymore. You won't have to push down your tears. You won't have to pretend you're okay. Because you really will be. My healing will be deep. It will be full. It will be undeniable. Don't fear the silence that follows their exit. That silence is not emptiness. It is me. Filling the space. Teaching you peace again. Teaching you how to hear my voice again without the noise. This is a gift. Don't rush to replace what I removed. Don't run to fill what I emptied. Let me do it. Let me restore what only I can. And what I give will not break you. It will bless you. There will be a moment soon where you'll look back and realize, this was the turning point. It didn't come with fireworks. It didn't come with loud announcements. It came quietly, through a person's decision to move. But that one act set off a chain reaction in the heavenlies that touched your life. And from that point, nothing was the same. Not because you forced it, but because I had already decided it. A 9-word script, verified by Harvard researchers and tested in multiple neuroscience labs, is helping everyday people attract unexpected money. No hustle, no financial coaching, just 30 seconds a day from your couch. Many are seeing cleared debts, surprise deposits, and complete peace of mind. But this information could be pulled offline at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted for good. God says, every hidden battle you fought has been seen. Every silent tear has been sacred to me. I have watched as you continued to pour love into places that left you dry, and still, you remained faithful. You never stopped hoping. You never stopped praying. You never stopped believing, even when your heart was breaking under the weight of things you didn't speak about. I saw it all. And now I am responding, not just with comfort, but with a divine shift that changes everything around you. This relocation of someone younger than you is not just an event, it is a spiritual strategy one am using to deliver you into healing you didn't even know you needed. Comment Amen if you know this is not a coincidence but a message straight to your spirit. There are things you buried beneath your strength. You've learned how to smile through the ache, how to keep going when everything inside wanted to stop. But I never intended for you to live in survival mode forever. You were meant to thrive under my favor. And now, the moment has come for you to rise from that place of quiet endurance into the fullness of your promise. You didn't miss it. You didn't fail. You didn't get left behind. I delayed the arrival because I was aligning the atmosphere around you, and now that they are moving, the release can begin. This movement is not just about them going, it is about what is being carried out of your space. The burdens, the tension, the silent spiritual warfare that clung to your days and your rest, all of it is being lifted. I am breaking spiritual ties that kept you anchored to seasons that no longer reflect your growth. You are not who you were when you first met them. You have grown. You have evolved. And now your environment must match the elevation I've placed inside of you. You're not being left alone. You are being lifted. The separation is necessary. The silence is sacred. I am using it to teach you how to hear me clearly again. For too long, your spirit has been clouded by noise from opinions, emotions, and relationships that were slowly pulling you away from your purpose. But now, I am restoring focus. I am giving you back your clarity. And this relocation is the sign that heaven has started moving again on your behalf. Comment 11:11 if you believe God is restoring your clarity, peace, and spiritual strength right now. You may feel moments of grief. You may feel a strange sense of loss. That's okay. Let yourself feel, but don't confuse sadness with setback. This isn't regression, it's release. It's the sound of chains breaking that were attached to places your soul had already outgrown. You are not being punished. You are being protected. I am preserving the purity of your heart so it can remain sensitive to my spirit. This is why certain things didn't work out. This is why certain people couldn't stay. I saw ahead what you could not. I saw how their presence would conflict with the next stage of your calling. And because I love you too much to let you settle for less, I orchestrated this shift. I did it gently. I did it with care. And even now, I am covering you as the wind of change passes over your life. What's coming will be more than worth what's leaving. You are entering a season where my provision will meet you in places where pain once lived. Where my promises will speak louder than your past. Where peace will no longer be something you have to fight for, but something that follows you without effort. The one who is leaving has no idea the door they are opening behind them. But you will see it, and you will know it was me. Comment 222 if you trust God is using this very moment to do something powerful behind the scenes. In the coming weeks, things will become clearer. You'll notice your thoughts shifting. Your sleep will feel deeper. The fog you've carried will lift. That's not by accident. It's my spirit doing what only I can do. Realigning your heart. Resetting your pace. You've walked through a valley and didn't even realize how heavy it was until I started lifting you out of it. And as you rise, you'll begin to breathe again, not just in your lungs, but in your soul. This is your appointed moment. I am breathing life into dreams you laid down. I am bringing light to places you closed off. I am turning the page to a new chapter, and this time, your joy will not be stolen midway. I am sealing this season with my hand, and no one can touch what I have blessed. The relocation is simply the sign that the gate has opened. Your breakthrough is not delayed anymore. It is coming suddenly. A Harvard-backed study just confirmed what spiritual leaders have whispered for centuries: words carry power. Specifically, a 9-word phrase is now helping thousands attract wealth without stress, hard work, or guesswork. You don't need to believe in miracles for this to work, but many people are starting to. The results are showing up in their bank accounts, not just in their hearts. Click the link in the description and comments before this message is erased forever. God says, the moment they leave, something that was spiritually stuck in your life will start to move again. Not just around you, but within you. I am shaking loose the heaviness that sat on your chest for months. I am breaking the invisible weights that tried to keep you emotionally tired, mentally foggy, and spiritually dry. This shift is not happening to break you, it's happening to awaken you. You are being stirred, not shaken. You are being realigned, not rejected. You are being separated, not stranded. Comment Amen if you know deep down this is your release and you're rising. My child, I never stopped working on your behalf. You just couldn't see what was happening underground. While you thought nothing was changing, I was shifting foundations. While you prayed and waited, I was rearranging paths. The person younger than you is not relocating by accident. I've placed my hand on their move because it's going to do more than impact their life, it's going to unlock yours. There are blessings that were hanging in spiritual delay, waiting on this exact departure to begin their descent into your life. The door I'm opening now has your name carved into it. The opportunity, the restoration, the release, it's all tailored for your life. What I'm about to do in you cannot be replicated in anyone else. That's why I had to separate you. That's why I had to let certain people go. If I didn't clear the room, the gift I'm sending would have landed in the wrong atmosphere. And what I'm giving you now is too precious, too weighty, too divine to be shared with those who can't carry it with reverence. You're not being overlooked. You are being preserved for something greater. And as they move forward, you are stepping into a holy stillness where everything you've been waiting on begins to find you. The pain you endured silently, the betrayal you never got to explain, the burdens you carried in private, none of it will go unanswered. I have seen it all. And now, the answer will come not just in words, but in waves of undeniable favor. Comment 1212 if you feel God's favor starting to find you even now as you read these words. There is going to be a shift in the atmosphere around you. You'll notice people treating you differently. You'll notice strange peace that has no reason. You'll notice that things you used to fear no longer control you. That's not luck. That's not coincidence. That's my spirit stepping in to settle what was out of balance. You were stretched too far for too long. And now I'm restoring what was depleted. I will not allow you to return to a place that drained you. I will not let you rebuild where I've removed. The person's relocation was my final sign to you that this season is over. Don't go back trying to revive what I've already shut down. Let it be. Let it leave. Let it open the door to what I've been holding for you. You have no idea how close you are to something that will make every delay worth it. The next thing I'm doing will not require you to chase it. It will come naturally, smoothly, softly, because I am the one sending it. It won't be built on confusion. It won't be held together by fear. It will carry peace. It will feel safe. It will be real. And the moment it arrives, you will know that it was me all along. You won't need to explain it. You won't need to convince others. My hand will be so evident that even your past won't be able to challenge your present. Comment 333 if you are ready for what's been divinely held back to finally reach your life. I am proud of you. You didn't break. You didn't lose your heart in the chaos. You didn't stop believing, even when everything seemed delayed. That's why I'm blessing you. Not because you were perfect, but because you were faithful. Because when others gave up, you kept going. When others turned away, you kept showing up. I counted those days. I counted every time you forgave, every time you waited in silence, every time you cried but still obeyed. And now, the reward is on its way. This isn't just your breakthrough. This is your becoming. You are no longer who you were. You are becoming who I created you to be. Bold, whole, anointed, favored, protected. And as I shift everything around you, I will also rise everything inside you. You will think differently. You will dream deeper. You will believe again with a kind of strength that cannot be shaken. Because you've been tested, and you passed. And now, the blessing can begin. A strange 9-word prayer, once locked away in a government archive, is now helping everyday people attract money faster than ever imagined. Scientists say it activates a dormant part of the brain tied to abundance and receiving. It takes less than 30 seconds to speak, but the effects can be life-changing. People are reporting cleared debts, surprise windfalls, and total financial freedom. Click the link in the description and comments before this page is taken down without warning. God says, I have waited patiently for this very moment, where the divine timing of heaven aligns perfectly with the shifts in your life on earth. You didn't even realize that I was moving things on your behalf, day by day, in places you couldn't see. While you thought nothing was happening, I was removing, restoring, rearranging. This relocation of someone younger than you is the final piece in a divine puzzle that has been quietly forming behind the scenes. Now that they are stepping out, I can finally bring in what I've been saving for you all along. Comment Amen if you feel this part of your journey has been covered in God's hands since the beginning. There are doors I have kept closed for years, not to punish you, but to protect you from walking into a place too soon. There are blessings I have held back, not because you weren't worthy, but because the atmosphere around you wasn't ready to receive them without contamination. The one who is leaving is unknowingly carrying out the last of a spiritual residue that needed to go. You've prayed for breakthrough, but now I'm giving you something better. I'm giving you peace. I'm giving you protection. And then I'll give you the promise. You've been loyal in the waiting. You've honored me in your brokenness. You kept trusting me while others questioned why you were still holding on. But I want you to hear this: I am not just blessing you for your strength. I'm blessing you for your surrender. I'm rewarding you because even when your flesh was tired, your spirit kept saying yes. Even when you were weak, your faith whispered, "God is still good." That whisper shook heaven, and now the response is coming. This relocation marks a divine reset. After this, you won't walk the same. Your perspective will shift. Your spirit will begin to breathe again. You've forgotten what it feels like to live without constant tension. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to fill your days with the kind of peace that makes you wonder why you ever settled for less. You will laugh without guilt. You will rest without pressure. You will love again without fear. I am restoring what was stolen from you, and I'm doing it now. Comment 11:11 if you're ready for God to breathe new life into every corner of your soul. This next season of your life won't be about fixing others, saving others, or carrying others. This will be about healing you, lifting you, honoring you. There's nothing selfish about allowing yourself to finally receive what I've wanted to give you all along. You've spent your life pouring into broken cups, hoping they'd overflow back into you. But I never designed you to be drained by those I never sent. And now I'm clearing the noise, clearing the weight, and clearing the space so my voice can rise above it all. Do not run back to what I've removed. Do not entertain what I've already closed. This relocation is not temporary. It's permanent in the spirit. The old cycle is over. The patterns that repeated year after year are breaking in this very hour. And with that break, comes fresh oil. A new flow of favor. A shift in your spiritual footing. You will walk differently because the pressure you once lived with will no longer follow you. You are not crazy for feeling this deeply. You are sensitive to the Spirit. That's why you sense the shift before others see it. That's why your soul has been stirred. Because even if your mind doesn't fully understand it yet, your spirit knows this moment is sacred. This is not just someone leaving. This is heaven entering. And what is coming in is far greater than what is going out. Comment 555 if your spirit is ready to receive the better that God is bringing into your life. I've placed angels on assignment over your path. They are already moving ahead of you, preparing places your feet have not even touched yet. I have sent provision into areas you didn't even know you'd be walking into. You are not just being protected, you are being pursued by my goodness. You won't have to fight for what's next, it will meet you because it was always meant for you. And when it arrives, it will be undeniable. No one will be able to question whether it came from me. The peace will be too real. The timing too perfect. The fruit too abundant. You will know. You will feel it. And you will not have to explain it to anyone. This is the reward for what you did in secret. For the integrity you kept when no one was watching. For the forgiveness you extended when it wasn't deserved. For the times you stayed kind even while breaking. A Harvard-backed study just confirmed what spiritual leaders have whispered for centuries: words carry power. Specifically, a 9-word phrase is now helping thousands attract wealth without stress, hard work, or guesswork. You don't need to believe in miracles for this to work, but many people are starting to. The results are showing up in their bank accounts, not just in their hearts. Click the link in the description and comments before this message is erased forever. God says, do not grieve over what is leaving, for what is coming is far greater than anything you've had to let go. I am not only removing what was holding you back, I am multiplying what is ahead. You've waited with tears, you've walked with pain, you've smiled through silence. But now the wind of my spirit is changing direction. The one younger than you who is about to relocate is not leaving a void, they are making space for the arrival of something holy, something overdue, something promised. Comment Amen if you feel in your spirit that God is about to surprise you with something beautiful. You felt like nothing around you was moving. Like you've been stuck in the same loop, giving your best and still coming up short. But heaven has not been silent. The delay was not denial, it was divine timing. Every moment of waiting was preparing the road. Every season of stillness was building endurance in your soul. You're not just stepping into blessing, you're stepping in prepared, matured, protected. And now, with this relocation, the last block is lifted. This is your moment of clarity. I am clearing the fog in your heart. I am healing the hurt in your memory. I am lifting the weight you didn't know you were carrying because you got so used to carrying it. The absence of this person will feel strange at first, but very soon, it will be like the sun coming out after a long storm. You will realize how heavy it had become. And you will begin to feel the lightness of my presence again. I'm not just giving you rest, I'm giving you revelation. What you didn't understand before will now begin to make sense. The people who distanced themselves, the relationships that faded, the places you thought you were supposed to stay in, all of it will connect. And you'll see it was all part of my plan to draw you closer to my heart. You didn't lose anything I wanted you to keep. And you didn't miss anything I destined for you. Comment 1717 if you know this season is God's way of realigning you with your true purpose.